This is a special episode. Backyard Bants.
It's that good shit.
You already know I go by the name Mr. Dre, and behind me
is the Free Eagle, Triple E, you know the vibes.
Yeah, it's your boy Naz. I was trying to do some hand twisting, but yeah, man.
I will be.
You didn't work out. But it's your boy Naz here. How you guys doing, man? We're back again.
Well, how's your week been so far, guys?
Yo, it's Friday. Ooh.
Yeah, it's Friday.
It's Friday, guys. I don't know if we're meant to like let them know when we recorded. So that's why I don't always like seeing what they do.
I kind of think that gives them some perspective as to like
the work we're putting in.
Yeah, and just like in case we miss something, then it shows that we didn't get that information.
We didn't get that information at that time.
True that. This position is quite just uncomfortable, man, because my legs get numb real quick.
Who sent you to go and position yourself in that mannerism?
Bro, man, one cup, guys, one cup.
Anyways, if you're just joining us, this is Backyard Bands. We are a comedy podcast. Please go check us out on YouTube. Make sure you stream it, subscribe, like it, comment, send us questions. Also, we're on Spotify. We've got all our previous episodes. I think we're on episode 9 or 10. I'm not even sure. I gotta do.
Are you serious, man?
Yeah,
I think this is 8. No, this is 8.
8?
I think it's 10, bro.
No, yeah.
Well, we're close. We're close. Technically, the last episode we shot is an episode, but we didn't put it out. That's what it.
Okay. So that's it's in between 7 and 8. So
yeah.
Well, we're dropping that one though.
Maybe not. I don't know.
We'll see. You got too much content.
We have too much
over content.
Like
the Warriors.
Damn. One day we can just drop like clips of like.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
Anyways, man, how's your week been, Naza?
Bro, it's been okay, man. It's a good week. I tried to sleep as much as I could because it's tough, man. Working 2 jobs, working and then trading is not easy, bro. But you got to do what you got to do, man. But it was good. Quite profitable week. Cheers. So, yeah, man.
So, food for the boys.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, it's come.
There's groceries at home, bro.
Groceries at home.
I can maybe I'm working tomorrow.
This is what somebody's mom will say, man.
I was working tomorrow. I'll have whipped up something.
Why tomorrow? Why can't it be today?
Because
I could literally place an order. We'll get it before this podcast finishes.
Because I got it. Oh, no, I'm talking about cooking. No,
cooking. No.
Order, yo. I don't do orders, bro. Because of COVID, I gotta see what I'm eating.
Yeah.
You and I know that is a huge lie. That is a huge lie.
Let's stick to that. Let's
stick to that.
I mean, what about you, man? How's your week been?
Man, my week has been, I would say, blessed. I mean, we're alive. Another day, another dollar. Steady working. Oh God, guys! Actually, let me tell you guys one funny thing. Yeah. So this was the other week before the last week. You did. So actually, like at work, I actually lost. Somebody stole my bike at work, right?
Like someone from your workplace stole your bike?
Not someone from my workplace.
Oh, okay.
Somebody came to my workplace and stole my bike.
Right.
But partially it was my fault because I parked it like at the entrance of the store.
Partially, bro?
Yeah, it's partially, man, because like I've been parking my bike there for months, years, and stuff, right? So someone made out with it. Some of my coworkers saw the person, but they weren't sure it was my bike. Which I don't understand how they didn't know it was my bike. So by the time they came to tell me, like I was busy at the other side, I'm like, I can't chase the guy now. Like he's gone, right?
Oh,
yeah. So and guess what? So some of my close associates, because they talk to everybody, but there are some that are closer.
Right.
They actually rallied and put money together and got me a new bike.
Oh,
like for real, man. It was like
sweet.
It was so sweet. I'm like, y'all bought me a whip. This is my new Benz right now.
Calm down. It was a bicycle.
Let's
not go.
Let me see. Let me tell you.
Don't reach, bro.
Don't reach.
No reach, young blood.
That's my new Benz, bro.
No reach, young blood. But what's the problem with that?
Huh?
What's the problem with that?
What's the problem?
If someone else's bike misses you have to contribute.
Even if you don't like the person.
Even if you don't like the person, bro.
I'm telling you, man. Everybody keep your things safe, man.
Oh, boy.
I had a fun week. I was busy just doing work, getting work done, doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. But
as usual.
Yeah, this week was all right. It was good, productive, got stuff done. Real quick before we jump right into it, quickly, happy Juneteenth. Today's Friday the 19th, so it's actually supposed to be a holiday in the United States because it celebrates the proclamation of the emancipation of slavery.
So it was actually the 19th, not the entire June.
No, it's June 19th to sort of the day that they recognize. It could be, it could be a different day, but that's the day I guess they're choosing to celebrate it.
Okay.
So shout out to everybody who's letting their coworkers celebrate it. I know it's been celebrated widely in the U.S. in Toronto. I believe I saw on the news today that they are they're having like a protest downtown. So it's good to see people coming out and celebrating it. For some companies, it's a paid holiday. So shout out to those companies who are doing that, paid holidays and stuff. That's good. So
paid holidays for everybody, or only the black people in your organization?
Is your company pay you?
Is your company? I don't think your company is.
Because I don't see the point. I don't see the point why you're going to be doing paid holiday for white people that were slaving black people. Like that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know the full details of
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but I don't know the full details.
This guy cannot be somebody's boss.
Shout out to everybody celebrating Juneteenth. It's good to recognize such stuff and keeping that going. So let's jump right into it. First segment of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go again. So if you're just joining us, that's the spot where we kind of talk about COVID updates. From our own angle, because we know there's a lot going out there. There's a lot of information out there, but this is kind of like COVID updates for backyard bands. Real quick, man. So I don't know if you guys have been following the sports, but teams from the MLB, so that's what MLB? Baseball.
Yeah, Major League Baseball.
Major League Baseball.
Major League Baseball. So NFL, football. What's the hockey? NHL.
Yeah.
So apparently teams or individuals from these different leagues have all tested positive. So a lot of training camps are shutting down.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
NBA too?
So that's the thing that people are saying now. We're saying that is this going to be survivable? Like this whole people trying to, because everybody trying to like isolate and like plan and like be together and sort of do that practice stuff.
Isolate, plan, be together.
Isolate.
No, like
isolate together.
Group isolation.
Group isolation.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, isolate and be together in one sentence.
Yeah. I know that's
an ironical comparison.
I get you. So as isolate as a team. Isolate as a team. So what someone was saying, I don't think that the league is going to survive. Like all these leagues are going to survive with the whole situation happening. Like a lot of training camps have shut down.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts?
Man, they should. So, it's funny how all of a sudden is happening, and then Premier League is already in full effect.
They're already for Premier League, La Liga.
So that might even affect them. But my thing is, I think the Sun is different because all these leagues are sort of not American. So the article I was saying North American teams are shutting down camps and practices and training because players and team members are contacting the virus. Whereas Europe
is a different case.
Premier League just started. All the other leagues are returning.
Yeah.
Champions League is returning. They are not saying anything. So I think the Sun. I'm going to say first. I think the Sun is something is affecting. The heat is different.
the heat is different. But wasn't Europe like worse than North America? Like when this thing started.
And that was when the sun wasn't coming out.
Yeah,
like
the sun
coming out now.
You know how the sun they go around the world.
It's a pass.
Exactly. But I need to shout out Premier League, right? I don't know if other people are doing it, but like all the teams now, they don't wear their names at the back of their shirt. All they wear is Black Lives Matter.
Oh, that's dope.
That's
dope.
Black Lives Matter. And before
I
the
haven't
game,
seen it, but that's dope.
Yeah, before the game, like all the players, the ref, the coaching staff, everybody kneels down.
They take a knee. Yeah.
They take a knee.
That's
like
dope.
I'm just like, wow, like that is quite. That's
so is that
impressive.
a way sports, even though they are opening, and the idea that they might be taking attention away from the whole movement, is that a way for them to be helping while being?
Yeah, so that's their way of creating awareness.
Most
right?
definitely, because the thing is, people want to watch these sports. People are tired of like just rewatching old games or just doing nothing or fighting on Twitter. So people want to watch these sports. So there is that attention that will come when people start watching these sports and them speaking up, which, still drives me to say I think the NBA should still hold if everything goes well, because everybody's falling sick. The COVID tests are crazy. So the COVID infections are crazy. But speaking of the NBA, let's quickly jump into that. So apparently, because The NBA is trying to be very, very strict with their. Why do they breathe? The NBA.
Dragon.
Anytime Naza hears NBA, they're like, we've come again. No, but the NBA is trying to be very, very strict about, or very rigid with their what you call it, their training, their testing services, and all that.
Yeah.
And so apparently, there's this thing out there. I don't know if you guys saw it, but there's an article about them having. There's a ring apparently that NBA players can wear.
Was it ring? I heard it's wristband.
It was a ring.
Oh wow!
It's a ring, and that ring can sort of tell them if they have.
Like if I have, I'm wearing the ring, and you tell me if I have.
Yeah,
COVID.
can, like,
If you have
if you have
COVID.
COVID symptoms and stuff.
Yeah.
But news has come out to say, so like when the thing first came out, everybody's like, yo, why is it that the NBA has this, but like people on the front line don't have it. Doctors don't have it. But another article has come out to say
People should relax, man. like, calm down, man.
no, another article came out and said that the reason why most doctors and nurses don't have it is because they've tested it on the sample population, and the ring doesn't really work. Like it's just another measure for the NBA to just say they have all sorts of testing equipment, or they're following all kinds of guidelines so their players are safe.
But how's that even going to work? So like, you're playing the game and the ring just
Globes.
stop. Yeah,
Cover him. We have hazmat suits.
ejection. Get out. What's that,
This is
man?
the point. The team is the point.
That's
No, but I wanted to point out that so that just gave like what do you call it, the opportunity for memes to arise. So finally, people are like, finally, James Harden will get a ring.
That's cool.
Wow,
That's
man.
some COVID.
Wow, bro.
And then somebody was like, Melo will finally get a ring because Melo too doesn't have a ring. So like, we're just throwing out all these jokes about like, finally, you guys are going to get a fucking ring, man.
Wow. People are heartless.
Finally, everybody wins.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy, man. That's
It
crazy.
is, bro.
I think they also said that there's a team that's not going to the finals, and they said that's not going to play in Orlando. And they said even when they're giving all the teams ring, this team still will not.
Still not get the ring.
I gotta find that tweet somewhere. They said this team will still not get it.
Still not get ring.
But the final story under COVID that I have is, so obviously with COVID rising, a lot of people are trying to find out how they can make money off it. So people have been filing, like apparently the office that deals with trademarks and like patents, yeah, have been like bombarded with a lot of names. Like people are just like sending in trying to trademark stuff, patent stuff. I'm going to read some of the things that they have. I mean, Americans, trust Americans for them not to.
A lot of things.
Wow.
For them not to fuck it up. So what he said, somebody was trying to trademark be co-vigilant.
True. Think about that. Instead of
Was the first person that thought about that word?
yes. What?
No,
That was
I've heard it before.
co-vigilant.
Yes,
No, there's vigilant.
I read co-vigilant. The G is like D and G. If you think about it, yeah, co-vigilant. You did. It's just like when you want to say.
This guy is really trying to explain himself.
No, I'm telling you that it did not work, right? This is
No, like, I think the problem they're having is you're not supposed to be using this to be doing jokes. People are just trying to, because it's a process. They have to look into every patent request, and obviously some are just stupid. Like, who's trying to patent or trademark co-vigilant? Like,
We never know, man. Could be an opportunity.
yeah, but the fact that he said he's headed somewhere, definitely it's not going to happen, right? Someone said they're trying to trademark. It's not just clean; it's COVID clean.
True.
Don't tell me you've not heard that one before.
Wait.
Bro, you need to be on the front lines, man.
Are you on the front?
Yes.
Bro, I mean,
My line is in the front. I don't know where you is in the house, bro.
I'm enjoying that back line, bro.
Yeah, enjoying the back, bro. I'm telling you, like it's not just clean. Yeah, I haven't heard it in that full phrase, right?
And that's
But
what the person
people
is
say.
patenting.
But people say, "Is it COVID clean?" I hear that. Is it COVID clean? Yeah,
And then someone's trying to patent or trademark COVIDIOTS.
I never hear that one.
COVIDIOTS.
That person is a COVID.
Yeah, COVIDIOTS.
Yeah, COVID.
And then another one I saw was someone said they're trying to trademark Generation COVID.
Oh, I see that one pulling through though. Because there's Generation X, right? There's Generation COVID.
So COVID, is anybody going to?
I don't think you can trademark Generation X. Like, everybody says that.
Yeah, but that's because nobody trademarked it.
Yeah, they won't let you trademark.
Is anybody
it.
going to say COVID babies too?
That's the thing, though.
Yeah, COVID. Yeah, we can go on and on.
COVID couples.
So if you guys were gonna trade anything, what would you guys?
If you want to trademark something,
yeah, with regards to COVID, what would you guys name it?
Go work from home.
Let me see. Yeah, nothing, bro.
You're not.
But my thing is just why is that? Why are people just not going to be serious for once and just let things be? Like, why do we have to like always play with them?
But
that's not life,
like,
man. That's
these guys are. It's an investment.
It's an investment.
All they are waiting for is for someone to just mistakenly use that clause, and then boom. Especially that it's not clean. It's COVID clean.
It's COVID clean.
Right.
That's a very, very good mission statement or marketing stuff for one company. And then they just file their lawsuits.
Right.
And cash out.
Yo, I found a tweet I was talking about. So someone said, so even in a season where everyone gets a ring, the Knicks still won't get a ring.
Oh, it's New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one actually makes sense though. Because like, bro, the New York has gotten the COVID and New York are like 5 and 6, right?
No, apparently Florida is picking up, and that's what someone was saying. So someone was saying, why will everybody be going to Florida to like have training camp and do all that NBA there when the numbers of the cases in Florida are like spiking, like they're actually like going crazy? I had a stupid number. I think India had like 30-something,000 in one day cases
in one day.
That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. I gotta look it up.
But to be honest, anything is true in that country. They are overpopulated, man. Like, and anything, bro. Like,
anything is possible.
Anything is possible, bro. Like it's just like if you tell me right now that one Lagos is just has a huge surge, bro. I swear to God, I cannot argue it until the thing is, bro, because that place is overpopulated, man.
Yo, I was thinking about this thing while we're recording. Oh, we just did this topic. You know that challenge we were doing. What's it called? Don't leave.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. So I had COVID. Actually, I don't have COVID though, but for the sake of the statement, I had COVID, and I went to my doctor. But my doctor was a dentist, so I told him this in secret. So does it make it confidential?
Oh, you see where it's coming from? Confidential.
Yeah. When you combumble
confidential.
Yeah, man.
I like that. That's quite confidential.
Anyways, so that is it for
think about it.
Don't leave me.
Don't.
Here we go. Shout out to Josh too, funny man, because apparently people are not giving him his roses for being like a pioneer of the challenge. He's the pioneer for that challenge.
Pioneer or owner? He's the owner of
What's the difference?
Oh, pioneer is like someone that just
someone that started what somebody else started.
Yeah.
But he started it and he moved it, and people now move with him. So he's
that's something he should have trademarked.
But apparently something else he did. Apparently he's one that trademarked. So not trademarked, but started Basbos.
Yeah, that's is one of his talents where he goes to do
his talent show.
So his friends are the ones that like kind of judge him. So he's like, oh, Basbos, uppercut, take out. So he was performing. That was when he did that.
That's a trend.
He was the one.
Wow.
He even did one that was like when Nigerian men go to do talent or whatever, so they start forming Jamaican accents. So the guy starts singing with his Jamaican accent, and then the next thing he switched to Igbo, and then the judges stopped him and be like, "Wait, what are you doing? Did I just hear Igbo?" He said, "No, it's a mistake. It's a mistake." So he was the one that did that too.
I heard he's one that started.
It's a mistake.
Yeah, it's a mistake. Yeah.
Mistake. That's what I heard. I heard he was one that started. Oh my guys are ballers.
Yeah,
he's the one that started it.
It's just that talent show he did that period. Like he just had a lot. You should watch those talent shows. But he comes with different personas and stuff.
Anyway, shout out to Josh too.
Wow, man, that's talent.
By this time this episode comes out, we would have dropped our own
Don't Leave
Me challenge.
So be sure to check it out.
Bars.
Our Instagram is the Talkative X. Check it out.
So definitely it's gonna be out. So be sure to check it out. So moving on. Yo, what is this thing we're talking about? Aunty Jemima pancake. First of all, let me catch you guys. Anybody out Aunty Jemima?
We bought it on. I personally picked it. In the last group.
Trash mans, bro. I came back home and I saw Aunty Jemima. I'm like,
Are you going to eat it? Are you going to eat it?
What's this thing doing inside this
If
house?
I catch you eating it, if I catch you making pancake in this house, or
No. Like I stand against the systemic,
Catch him. Cut off his mic. He's about to say cut off his mic.
the systemic.
Bad goes. Don't make a mistake.
There's a word. It's not coming. But like,
don't leave me. The word has left you.
this is what happens when the society, the system has subconsciously subdued my people.
This guy has done to Patrick
my people to this this dependence on all of these things. Like, look at Aunty Jemima. Now you just go there and you feel like, oh my god, you can't live without it. But then if you look at the backstory, just step back and think out of the box. Think about
it. Think about.
No, but I how we talk about in our last recording, how we said we're glad about the steps they're making, but I feel like this particular step, and this includes Uncle Ben, Ben's Rice, what's it called, Uncle Ben's. I feel like these are companies that they've had over 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
This change should have been done a long time ago. You get me? Because they know about the story. They know about the story because the story is out there. Right. How it's Aunty Jemima is based off the lady Nancy Green. And obviously they've had other people replace her face over time, but they've known the story. And so it's for them not to make that change was actually like eating at me. But why is it now that everybody's...
That is why I'm telling you. When I keep saying that all of these things they are talking is all dust. It's all talk. Time to do it, nothing is going to happen. You guys know that apparently when this protest thing started, Taco Bell came out and gave a statement about how they are supporting, the Black Lives Matter movement and this and that.
Right.
But then recently they fired one of their employees because the guy wore a Black Lives Matter mask to work. Now there's nothing wrong with the mask. The mask meets their policy.
Right.
Just because he has Black Lives Matter on it. They were now his manager now fired him like, oh, you can't bring outside politics to your place of work.
Right.
That's the same Taco Bell that said not long ago that they support.
Yeah, they support
this.
Yeah, but you see those kind of situations there. It's like a head office said one thing. The rest of the companies are not necessarily being operated by the same people.
That is their problem.
That sounds like a damn problem.
Yeah, sounds like the head office problem.
No, you're right. You're definitely right. It's just like those things are not, I guess, enforced all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag RIP Taco Bell was trending because black people are like, yeah, like you guys are cancelled. Like, rest in peace.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's done. I want to see what this guy is going to do, LeBron, because he has this Taco Tuesday.
No, but taco is just a different food. It's not Taco Bell is a company.
Yeah. Well, I want to see how he's gonna.
No, but I don't think I can come out here for saying Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday is tacos. Like that's.
Yeah, I know, but I guess true.
I mean, it's a tough time now, so maybe he might not do it. Just
you know what? Right now, just I don't know. Just keep quiet.
Just come on, just say it is Tuesday.
Just keep, because the good thing keeping quiet is nobody can fault you for keeping quiet. Right. But the moment you say one thing,
man,
no, that was how Kendrick and this thing, they were keeping quiet. They were going out to actually in the streets to actually protest.
Mm-hmm.
But because they no tweet, maybe they didn't tweet hashtag Black Lives Matter or anything. Because they didn't tweet that, somebody went to call them out. But they were in the streets. And now he now came out and now said something, and then plus did a song. Did I say something again? Bro, you can't win.
You can't win.
Especially on Twitter.
Please.
You can't win. Bro.
Waste man's place, man.
Like bare waste man's.
Yo, guys. Funny thing, yeah. So there was this post on Buzz TV, right? So this white guy,
Hold on. 6 Buzz TV or Buzz TV?
six. Nah, like it's 6 bucks. It's
Okay,
6 bucks. Yeah.
Okay.
So they posted one white guy posted and was like, "Yo, so I went to the mans, so I was vibing with the mans in the ends. So they gave me a nickname. They're calling me Batty Boy, and I don't know what that means, but that shit gangster."
Wait, this was a white guy?
Yeah.
You bust my brain. Batty boy.
You gotta collect a refund for that nickname. So, anyways, while this whole like Uncle Ben's, and by the way, have you guys looked up like the number of companies that these guys own, like Uncle Ben, like the company under the company that owns Uncle Ben?
Mm.
Just look up the company and see what they own, man. If we ever say want to boycott those companies, it's not possible, bro.
What do they have?
Guy, there's a long list. The list is long.
And these are things we eat every day.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
You know what's funny? I was just thinking about like, even like, I don't know, you know that drink naked smoothie back in the day. It used to be a supplement. Like everybody be like, yo, gotta get naked. And I figured out that the company that owns Uncle Ben's is also the company that owns naked. But that's another story. But the company that owns Aunty Jemima is Quaker Oats, which is owned by PepsiCo. Yeah.
Bro, it's that bro. PepsiCo.
Yeah, bro. I was just like, you wouldn't be able to boycott it.
It's to go vegan, bro. Yeah, just
buy off the land.
Yeah, just start farming your own.
Just start farming your own and just
that is madness.
But then that brings me to the next thing. So Master P, he's an artist. You know, shout out Master P for doing his own thing. He's always been about since he stopped doing music. He's always been about like, let's support black businesses. Let's do this. Let's do that. So he's now launching Uncle P's Rice.
Master P.
Yeah,
Who's Master P?
He's an artist.
The legendary music artist, bro.
Oh,
he's a living legend, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So he starts this whole thing about like Uncle P's Rice. Well, I have a problem with it in terms of
where's he based out of?
the US.
Yeah,
US,
okay.
Yeah. So first of all, like it's I think it's cliche that you say Uncle Ben's rice and then you just change yours to Uncle P's rice, and you know that's okay. We can let that slide. But then you never put your face on the box, and you're wearing chef's clothing. And nigga, you don't cook. You never cooked. So how does that like? How like I think the branding. I get the idea of trying to but how about you find companies that actually are sort of like part of this that are invested in like agriculture,
right,
rice farming,
yeah,
and you want to endorse these brands, package them, and then put it out there. Because I feel like you're just trying to push your face and sort of put money in your pocket. I get that the money is going to go back to the society or the black community.
Is it? Oh, I know they are hiring the
exactly allegedly. But I felt like he could have just carried out a better way. Like just changing yours from Uncle Ben's to Uncle P's. It's like you didn't even work hard on the brand.
He should have just made it Master P. What's the problem if he's doing Uncle already?
I hear you. So he has Uncle P's rice and Uncle P's pancake.
He's trying to take out Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, but you can't really do that. Like I'm saying, like they gotta be strategic. Like, but that's just what I thought. Like I think that he needed to work hard on the brand and just come out in a way where it's classy, because we like to be associated with some class and some importance. But
you know the funny thing, I really want to see how this is gonna go, because I keep saying this thing, like black people, we don't really do a good job in supporting our own. And for this guy to actually make the money he wants to make, black people need to support him,
right,
buy this rice and these pancakes, even to the length of, even if it's not like good, as long as it's whatever certified, whatever.
But this guy is
agency. Huh?
This guy is a millionaire. Right?
Yeah, but like
but you're trying to compete with Aunty
Jemima, and
that is 100 or something years old.
Right.
That we are ingrained. It's been ingrained in us that I don't know if I look for the other pancake brand when
I don't even know if the other pancake brand.
Exactly. Rice is
it's either you buy that one or you buy the already made pancake.
Right.
No, they you can buy the if it's like, for example, Walmart, they have their own distinct
Walmart brand.
Like Great Value.
Great Value, yeah.
GV.
Walmart, yeah. Let's use GV. They have GV.
Do you know what pancake flour? That name is actually weird. Like Grape Valley pancake. Like how did the grape and the pancake?
That's what I'm saying. The pancake is giving you great value.
Yeah.
Oh, great value.
Great value. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said grape.
No.
Okay.
Great value.
Yeah, but still, man, It's like, what's the price? You gotta look at the price difference. It's like, you want to buy.
I wish him good luck, Sha.
No. Like I said, I respect the idea. I just feel like the branding should have been done way
Should have
better.
been a little more creative.
Even I don't have a problem with my own is not even the branding. My problem is his business plan now is that we've realized that these guys we understand people understand the history of Uncle Ben and Jemima now.
Right.
Let me capitalize on that
right
market opportunity and grow my.
And
but
grow
the truth
your
of the
shit.
matter is, this is your own. Your target market is only black people.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, it's only black people. Why people buy Aunt Jemima? Why people buy Uncle Ben? They really do not care about the history of Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben.
Right.
They're still going to go there. And some black people like you will still go and buy Aunt Jemima and bring it to the house.
And I'm sure black people like you still going to eat it.
Good. But this guy's his target market is only black people.
But it's not only though. It's not only because anybody could buy it. Unbelievable.
So yeah, this is what happens when people don't pay rent on time.
People don't pay rent on time. Look at them.
They just enter the house and just
Enter
be
the house.
and
Yeah.
just be
Who
talking anyhow.
gave them house key?
I wonder.
Who gave them house key?
Like you just enter the house and just be yanning.
Yeah, and just be yarning. You
Yeah.
just start talking like this.
Talking.
Like I just don't understand. You just come from you people belong to the streets, man. You belong to the streets. Eh?
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. We have just
It was the cat's birthday yesterday. Shout out to the
shout out
cat.
to Cat, man. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Catchy.
That's why he's making noise.
He hasn't listened to all the episodes, but yeah,
We'll just give
maybe
him that.
he'll
Shout
get
out
to this
Catchy.
one. Don't skip.
Don't leave us.
But anyways, I don't know. So my other, so that's my own conspiracy theory. I'm just I feel like this, like you said, I don't know why they're doing the whole change now. That's just something that people have been telling them to do for a long time. And I also think that they need to. Apparently, there's a rumor out there floating that the actual lady Nancy Green was never really paid enough for.
I don't think she ever was paid. If anything.
So apparently, I think that in changing this, they also need to do something that will help. I mean, I guess track down her generation and sort of help their generation and like our present generation with some monetary compensation. I think that is necessary in aspect of changing. You can't just change your name, change your brand, and say that's it. I think that's just a cop-out plea for PepsiCo because they have the money.
So they have to use ancestry.com.
Whatever. No, because no. Because what happened one time was one of the models, and I don't know the name of the models. One of the models that was used for the branding for Aunty Jemima.
Yeah.
So in the early 2000s, two guys stepped up to sue the company for $1 billion or something, saying that they were never compensated enough for what the model had done for the brand.
Right.
And obviously the judge threw it out saying they couldn't prove that they were relatives. So if that's the way, then ancestry.com will be the
damn, man.
Yeah. So that's something that is going to be hard to track down too, because obviously I don't know how far you're able to trace it.
That's crazy.
So the other thing is going on right now. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Joe Biden, he named this lady. What's her name? Her name is Senator Amy Klobuchar.
Yeah, great.
She was supposed to be his running mate for vice presidency.
Yeah.
Apparently, she stepped down and said she thinks that Joe Biden should pick a black lady or a black person to replace him.
To replace her.
Yeah, replace her.
Wow.
I think it's a setup. I think it's just. I
That
think it's in a beat.
Wait. Okay. So it wasn't
To
Joe
support
Biden.
this black movement.
Right.
It's not Joe Biden didn't step down,
Didn't
but
step
I feel
down.
like
It's
he
just
knows.
the lady.
I feel like it's a plan. I feel like it's a plan to sort of rally
Mm.
people again. Because she's gonna get. I feel like they've already given out. They've already told her, don't worry,
Don't
we'll
worry.
settle you this way.
We'll give you
Yeah,
minister
yeah, yeah.
There's
position.
several packages waiting
Mhm.
for you.
Yeah.
Just do this for the farm, and that's what I feel though. I mean, I could be.
To be honest, you have every right to feel like that because a lot of these people have given us a track record of showing face without talking the talk without walking the walk, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Welcome.
They will do all these things now.
Welcome to my party.
Yeah, I've been in there, man, but it just
It's just the way things happen. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, really?
It's
now?
Wow.
You could have said this, 2 months ago. I don't know how it works in the US, but I feel like, I mean, that one I feel like is an industry.
But I'm telling you, these guys are just, it's all market opportunity, yo. The market has given them that opportunity and they're just going to take advantage of it, bro. Are you kidding me? She's stepping down
from vice president.
From vice president. Because a black person.
Really?
Really?
Opportunity to be the vice president. Huh? Even if you call me, I don't know anything about politics.
But it's good though. This Joe Biden guy, he's actually putting himself in that place where he will give Donald Trump a run.
Apparently, he's raised a lot more money than Donald Trump so far. He's raised a lot of money for his campaign.
What does that money do to this? To be honest,
on
voting day, come election day, where Donald Trump people will come from, you will not know.
As long as that money does not equate vote, it's kind of.
I don't know yet. That would be the word. It will shock them. It will shock them how boom, all of a sudden. Well, we're not looking at the poll last election. All of a sudden, from nowhere, Donald Trump is now winning. It's okay.
No, you're right. You're definitely right about it. But I feel like that's just a ploy. That's like the greatest playbook. Move in their playbook that they've done so far in.
It's chess they're playing.
He sacrificed.
No, this is check. Next thing they do is checkmate. Let's wait on the next move.
Anyways, let's shift over to Nigeria for a second, man. Invictus has been on cast.
What happened?
He pleaded guilty, I think yesterday or today, to committing $11 million fraud. $11 million. So he's facing a charge of 20 years, but I don't think he's going to serve a lot of time because he's apparently he's telling all. He has opened everybody.
You see, guys, this is the thing I'm telling you, people.
He's on it.
I've come again. If you want to do fraud, know that, listen, it's just a matter of time. This person that's forming hard guy and is gingering you today. See, once FBI catches you, you will call fit, you will release everybody's name. It's okay. Invictus. They took him 1 year. It's around a year since they picked him up.
Yeah, what's the year now?
Took him a year and he finally Baba is pleading guilty. 11 million. I'm pretty sure it's more than that.
That's the one they have their account. Or that's the one they want to use as the story.
And apparently, what is it? Interpol FBI, they've declared Hush Puppy as the greatest hacker in Africa or something like that.
For real?
Yeah. Actually,
legend is born.
Let me pull it up real quick.
What? Right now, since they don't declare him, since they have declared that thing, somebody is now in progress.
Sorry, his Hush Puppy is the most wanted hacker in Nigeria.
The most who?
Wanted hacker in Nigeria.
Wanted?
Yeah.
Somebody will beat that record soon.
I don't think so, bro.
But they already caught him. How is he the most wanted?
They've declared him as I guess it was a thing where they couldn't put him out as the most wanted hacker because obviously then he'd know to go and hide.
Yeah.
But they declared him as, I guess, the greatest hacker in Nigeria, I guess, with the greatest fraudster.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, Invictus is telling all, and apparently that's how, I think someone was saying it the other time, that's how Hush Puppy's name actually came about too. So
he has been dropping juices. Hush Puppy. Maybe Hush Puppy will live up to his name and stay hush.
Knock knock. Who's there? You. You who? You slipping on this track? What? It's Private Sound with a double S. You already know what time it is. This is Private Slipper, the segment powered by Private Sound on Spotify. And these are the top 5 songs you're slipping on. Number 1, Mommy Wata by Black Bones featuring Oxlade. Number 2, Tradition by the boy Runtown. Call on Me by GMK. Palm Wine by Notes, NOT3S. And Mbela by Java and DJ Maporisa. So y'all go check these songs out on Spotify on the playlist Private Sound with a double S.
So the other thing is happening. I don't know. Did you guys end up seeing the Yvonne Orji's? By the way, shout out to Yvonne Orji. She dropped a special on HBO. Do you have HBO? Titled Mama I Made It. She's the first Nigerian female, actually Nigerian comedian in general, to have a special on HBO. Nigerian Americans
Solid, man. Solid.
She killed it, man.
Yeah.
She killed it, yo. Like, she did a good job. She did a good job, man. I was impressed, and I found the way. I like the way at the end, she just tied everything.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the concept I'm seeing a lot of people go with
Exactly.
Right.
The first person I saw with that concept was Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart did a very good job.
She did it. She killed it.
Are you talking about Kevin Hart? Or?
No, Kevin Hart is not what you.
So do you have any like favorite like jokes from it or?
The one that okay, you go.
I will not say. No, I would think of the jokes, but I like. There was one part that she highlighted that kind of it resonates with a lot of African males or uncles and fathers, right? Is the fact that her uncle used to give out her phone number while he's driving Uber. So she gets random text messages, be like, "Your uncle just dropped me." Like people do that legit. Like African parent, nah, that is too much.
The one that I felt was when she was saying how you're asking the hardest question to ask a black guy is if he's single, and then the guy just be like, and I was like, I've given that reply before, man.
I know you have.
For sure. Like, why you ask if you're enjoying the moment? Why are you asking if I'm single? Like, how is that your problem? You're part of the problem. Like, what does that have to do with you?
And then, as defined single.
And then, like, what do you mean by see? Let me just a guy that starts answering those cancel him.
Deep.
He does not really have good intentions, bro.
I think for me in general, I think what I really liked about the show was how she tied it in with going back to Nigeria and like just doing that stuff. Like when she did the whole direction joke.
Oh boy.
And then she did the direction joke and then you went straight to Nigeria.
And
she asked the guy, where am I going? The guy said, where you go? Stop.
Yeah.
when
you see the stop line, stop.
I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Like that's actually just so you know that if I like the way she did that. Yeah, he knows she's not making it up.
Yeah.
Like if she didn't do that, people would be like, okay, this comedian actually overreact. Like they stretch it. But it sounds like something. I was shocked. No roundabout description came in there. We go to the roundabout, the third house with the brown fence, and then
And the worst part is they are not the fact that they won't actually direct you properly. The fact that they will start prognosing in your business.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going
to do?
What are you going to do? Like, what do you mean? You know the right one.
No, she actually she did a good job, man.
The other one that kind of like hit home for me was when she did the whole game joke, the taboo joke. Because we play taboo here, right?
Yeah. That thing changed it for me, yo. Because I was planning on like buying some of those games when I was going back home. But I was like, that's true. So you now be asking them, you now be asking them, like, what do you eat for breakfast? They say that yam, cassava, plantain.
No, it's true because when we play the game here in Canada with my friends, when we see the card, right? We see all the words here, but we just enter and speak pidgin. So, so we're like, don't say breakfast food, but that's where they chop. That's the chop for early momo. So it's crazy that's that kind of like hit home for me when it came to her show. I think everybody should go watch it if you haven't. I think it's dope. Shout out to Yvonne for doing this. So we're gonna do something real quick where kind of like digress a little bit. Father's Day is I think it's Sunday. I want to say it's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
What made me think it was 27th?
You look like your father like that.
That's true. 27th. It's on Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday.
Sunday.
So real quick, I want to just kind of go around and sort of get a couple of Father's Day stories that you guys sort of
you mean like father stories? No.
Like father stories, like
father
stories. Yeah, not Father's Day stories, like
because we don't
really.
Our Father's Day starts and ends in church service, so there's nothing like Father's Day, man. It was nothing. I came here now, it was a big deal. It's just that in Nigeria, like even Mother's Day, in fact, it's not Mother's Day, it's Mothering Sunday.
Mothering Sunday, yeah. Yeah. That's actually what
it's Mothering Sunday. All you know is Sunday. The mothers in the church will just wear a uniform,
blue and white,
black, blue and white.
CWO.
God bless you.
That blue one.
That they are blue and white with that they are rapper with that white face. Yeah, that's that white face. I'm like, national uniform on Modern Sunday.
Bro, I'm telling you. See, have you noticed that in church? Well, I know we're about to delve into fathers, but like, if you notice, I started calling people with like big lump hand, like this Christian mother hand, because bro, when those people line up in their own lane in church on those Sundays, when father says, "Praise the Lord."
Hallelujah.
Yoko. Hallelujah. You got the jiggle. It's crazy, man.
There's abundance already.
Man.
Yeah, man. Like father. So my dad, my like I love my pops. And I love that guy died, but like
We all love our
But
pops.
like,
yo, this guy never told me. Like growing up, I was not really like school wise. I wasn't really that bad. I wasn't bad. Let me just say I wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But this guy never told me congratulations or commended any of my academic effort till SS3 after I wrote IGCSE.
okay. I think we are related somehow.
IGCSE. When he said congratulations, I looked at the phone. I'm like, what are you talking? I couldn't believe it, man. Bro, nah, he was something else, man.
Bro, I can't lie. Like mine, right? So I learned how to drive, even though for me it might be a little late because people probably I learned how to drive in SS1, right? So
That's not late.
that's not late.
The people that just learning last year.
Bro, I learned how to drive in my second year in
That's not
university.
late.
Yeah.
That's not late.
So I learned how behind his back I was using my grandpa's car, right? So only the gates man, the driver himself, and maybe the substitute gate man, and then the area boys that see me probably drive around, right? So only them knew that I was learning. And then when I finished learning, even my dad did not know. And then he found out one day. And how he found out was through my stepmom. So, but the question, I won't tell you the story about how everything went through, but the first question this guy asked me was, whose car did you use to learn how to drive? I said it's Baba's car, which is my grandpa.
Right.
He said, good. Oh, wait, does Baba know? I said, no. He said, that's good for you. And I said, so that means it's manual that you used to learn. So then, unlike now, he had like more than 3 cars in the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and only one was manual. And that car is the value is on the is on the downhill, right? It's a Kia Cereto. So it was like, okay, so that means you use manual to learn. Don't touch my cars. You see the Kia. That's the only one you're driving in this house. And by the way, since you have learned how to drive, but you're still in SS1, I'll get you your driving license when you finish your WAEC and NECO.
Since from SS1.
From SS1, this guy did not. He said, if you know what's good for you, don't get into police trouble. Bro, I'm telling you, this is word for word what he said. He said, don't get into police trouble. Avoid busy roads. And because like I schooled in where my grandparents stay, and then I go to holidays in my own family's house, right? So it was like when you go back to school, drive back roads. If police catch you, find your way out. Bruh, I'm like, okay, I've heard. So when you finish secondary school, that's when I'll get you this thing. And even though that was harsh, right? Bro, when I finished, when my WAEC result came out, I showed him my result. It was like, you do well. Congratulations, my boy. That was the first time he actually told me congratulations. Right. And his friend right there gave me some cash.
Yeah.
Bro, that's it.
No, for that driving one, I don't think till today my dad thinks I can drive. Like he doesn't believe I'm a good driver. Like till today, no matter how far I haven't driven with him, but anytime I take that car, he always has one complaint. Like he always has something to say about the driving. Is that you're too fast, you're too slow, or you're not changing the game time, or you're not looking back.
They will do all those passenger driver stuff. It's
commenting.
But no one does that thing better than our moms, man.
Oh,
slow down. Hey. And the funniest is that they're on their phone.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they know what's going on the road.
Oh man.
But anyways, a dad story that I could tell. I think got a couple.
no wonder he doesn't trust your driving.
No. I think I remember this one where my dad. So I was in primary school, and so I was one of the, like everybody, like we all want validation from our parents, especially my dad, and so that semester in school, I wanted a game, right? And I was like, okay, I'll do well in class. So that if I do well, he'll probably surprise me with a game. But that's never happened in my father's life. I never bought me anything. Even if I come, what before first? Anything that's before first. Even if you come anything before first. But anyways, I didn't end up coming first in that class. I came. Where did I even come? I think I came 11th. 11th.
That's 10 before you, bro.
So yes, I came 11th in that class. And I'm not saying I'm dumb. Just sometimes you lose focus.
It's just that there are 10 smarter people.
Exactly. So what ended up happening was I got home and I thought I was smart. So they wrote the number in pen. So I changed the 1 before the 1 to 0.
Oh my god! And you didn't change the TH.
It wasn't. They didn't have the TH.
Oh, they just put the number.
Just put the number.
Okay. I thought you changed it from 11th to 1.
My teacher was gonna.
Idiot.
We want.
11 to 1.
We want. No, but anyways, so what happened was I felt confident. It looked like a perfect 0. It was like a box 0, like a calculator 0 box. And so I was confident. I didn't even I just dropped it. Hey, result. And my dad opened it. He likes to go to, he goes on the bottom to the top. So he went right to the things. First position. Say, good. Where I fucked up, I didn't change my grades. So there's no way you can be getting F. There's no way you can be getting F. I still come first.
At that point, they'll change the school. They'll switch school for you. Because clearly you're in the wrong place. There's no competition there.
So my father was just nodding. Yes, good. And he closed the report card and looked at me and said, wow. If you want to commit a crime, make sure you complete it fully so that I will not catch you and arrest you. Then the night I collected my beating. Yeah, but it's just one of those things.
Yeah, man. Yo, talking about that in my primary 2, right? I'll never forget this thing, man. And I keep telling this story. My dad is like, that you never forget. I'm like, oh, I won't.
You will never forget.
So first time, primary 2, I came second.
Right.
In the class. Now, my guy, Kenneth, in London, Kenneth came third. Second term, I came third. Kenneth came second. Third term, I came second again. Kenneth came third. There's one girl she took first back, like all those three terms back to back, bro. Like while we are struggling for the rest.
For second,
and she's first, from second to 10, we're all guys. But that first, she held it. The baby's in Ottawa. He did your name.
Yeah.
I respect this girl till tomorrow. Like I can't even drag it, bro. She was flogging us easily. At the end of third term, my dad told me that if I was consistent enough, he would have given me a gift.
Hey, God.
I'm like, one more.
You didn't have to say much.
Like, one more do you want, bro?
Say much.
At least, as I'm coming second, he's my guy.
Yeah, he's your guy.
And I'm coming third.
Goes there.
He's my guy that is coming second. Like, it's within the family. His house is not far. I can actually go there. We see his result together.
Yeah.
So you know that we're keeping it within.
I just told that lady's
bro. This guy could. Since that, after that primary 2 till graduated primary school, bro, I was just coming 5th, 6th. I was like, there's no point anymore, bro. 5th, 6th, 8th, 10th. Bro, I was just freestyling there. It didn't even make sense.
I'm gonna tell this one. So the reason why a lot of people know this, but I really can't cook. I mean, I'm not saying that I can't cook. I just can't cook a lot of things.
Yeah.
And
Indomie special.
It's because of my dad. Because of my dad. And I'll tell you why. So in a family, dads and moms don't always agree on everything, right? So once in a while, my dad and my mom will butt heads. And so this particular day, they butted heads, and my mom's like, you've annoyed me. I'm not cooking. And my dad wanted to form bad guy. I said, it's fine.
Okay.
Food. It's food. Is it just food? All right. I can't cook. And then he calls me Andy. Andy, come. Let's go to the kitchen. And then we go to the kitchen. And then he starts making this whole statement about he's like, don't worry. He's like, don't worry. He said, when the woman will front for you and say she don't need to cook. You have to be the man of the house and go and cook. And I'm like, okay, this guy's about to whip up jollof, right? I'm looking for the big rice to bring out for him so we can wash rice. My guy brings out lettuce. Whoa!
Today we're going to tell the today.
We got lettuce. I'm like, okay, maybe just maybe the lettuce for the bed for the. You know what you can cook rice? You make the lettuce as the bed and put the rice on top. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Then we gotta bring onions. No, my guy brings tomatoes. I'm like, what's going on? It's like, no. You see, we have to make something quick and healthy.
Healthy. That's the key.
My dad made salad. Wow, salad. But what made me angry about the salad is if he had used regular salad dressing, I'll be fine. He now used this vinaigrette, almost like oil. type of dressing.
Which really trying to be healthy here, bro.
So since that I'm like, so I was like, so if a woman vex you, is this your good guy cook? I don't want to annoy any woman.
Yo, last time my dad came to visit. My mom couldn't go with him for whatever reason, I can't remember. Because of that, my dad convinced my sister to come and visit while he's here, so that if my sister can, there will be food for sure for him. So my sister is a hustler, bro. So my sister will be cooking. So the first food when my sister came, she cooked the first pot of soup. There was a lot of meat, and the actual soup was not plenty. My dad now told her, next time you're cooking the soup, bring a lot of water out of it. Bro, the next soup that my sister made, that soup lasted till they went back. Bro, soup yakpa, bro. There was soup. You can't make that mistake again. There was soup everywhere. And then my dad was not complaining. All baking. What kind of soup is this? She said that is a lot of soup. Since then, me and Chimek, anytime I want to tease my sister, if we're talking to her, she says she's cooking, we'll be like, oh yeah, make a lot of soup. Bring a lot of soup out of it. Bro. No, man. Nah. That guy. But it's funny, I don't know if you guys had the same experience. Like when I was growing up, I went to this school where, like my junior secondary, I went to a school called Top Fit. So Top Fit, they had this, a lot of ExxonMobil kids go to Top Fit.
So that's a money school, innit?
That's not.
I don't move on.
A lot of ExxonMobil kids go to Top Fit. So because of that, right? ExxonMobil had this. The parents that work in ExxonMobil that their kids go to Top Fit. They had this thing where ExxonMobil is going to send them like couple coaster buses and policemen like escort to go drop us in school.
Wow.
And pick us from school. So a lot of us that were staying in Eket, right? We'll all go to the airstrip. There's a mobile airstrip in Eket. So that's where everybody will meet. And then the coaster bus will take us. And then when they bring us back, good. So because of that, right? A lot of parents don't come to pick and drop their kids every day. So there's every beginning of semester, midterm, and all of that. Yeah. So there's a whole timetable on who is coming, blah, blah, blah. So my dad didn't used to come much. But there was this particular midterm. I just felt it in my spirit that this time my dad is going to come and pick us up. Bro, once that Friday reaches and everybody's going home, once you're in the school, you will know when the mobile bus has come. Yeah. Because after they go, this whole school is empty. It's like we're the ones that are in the school. Yeah. The moment I saw those 4 coaster buses coming, I was just standing. The first bus went, the second bus went. I saw the third bus. I saw my dad inside. I'm like, God, it's not going to be a normal coming back home, bro. Yo, the guy came. Oh, he will hug me like he hasn't seen me. But you see, all those welcoming is just for the first couple minutes because they have not seen you in a while. When he came, he wanted to go and meet my teacher because he's there, so he's going to collect my result. Yep. He will not just collect result. He will now ask, so how's my son performing? Like the report, the one they wrote in the report is not enough. She was not like, oh, your son is a very good child. He's a very smart boy. This. But the moment she put the but, I was trying to eye her. Please don't do this to me, man. She was not like, but he has a lot of friends. Oh my God. My dad doesn't hate anything more than that. For real? You have a lot of friends. Jesus is Lord. Immediately she said it. That's the worst thing you can tell my father.
And not even your grade.
Not even the grade. He looked at me. He was like, "Oh, thank you so much, man. I collected it." Bro, he went back home. He told my mom to give me food. I ate. Bro, after this guy told me to come into one room, he locked one entrance from outside, met him, came in from the other one, inside the room. His question was, where did you learn how to have many friends from?
Hey, oh my God.
When you don't answer that one, he will now come and ask you, me, your father, how many friends do I have? He was not like, how many friends come to this house? Or how many friends do you know that I have that if I don't see them in a day, my life won't be different? This guy beat me. He beat the hell out of me. Just because
you have many friends.
I have many friends, and that's preventing me from being a better student, having better grades.
But now that you know you haven't changed, I think you need to revisit your father, man. I think we need to come.
Bro, I couldn't believe it, man. Just because I have a lot of friends.
You have a lot of friends.
Bro, the guy, man. The guy beats me, bro.
bro. The funny thing is, my dad doesn't beat his kids, right? But there's a way he talks to you. I think a lot of people will actually attest to this. Like, there's a way some parents will talk to you. You for like make them beat you. You just like them to just beat you and get it over with.
It's my mom that does that. My dad doesn't have that time.
Two occasions, two instances I'm going to explain to you. So first one is when he saw me wearing a necklace.
Mm-hmm.
So you know those ones that is like close to your neck that you wear to shower everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I liked that one. I loved it, bro. I wear this thing. I think I've had it for more than a year already. So this day, like, my dad hardly stays at home. Like, whenever he stays, okay, maybe a weekend. The most he stayed with us is probably a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just traveling up and down. So, but this guy went to Lagos with this guy. We're in the house. We've ordered food. Whereas I'm going to set up things, man. Like, because it was only the guys that went first. The girls didn't come with us yet.
Mm-hmm.
They used another car. My dad drives rough, man. The guy, before you know we are where we are going to. Before no, we're there, bro. We'll be waiting. Bro, he drives so fast that sometimes when we are going back home to my grandparents' place for New Year, right? He tells the drivers that he's driving the ladies to go first. We'll just go to the office and be walking. He'll just be walking. And then before you know it, we'll just enter road. He'll start going crazy. So this guy, we're there. So we order food, like, we're hungry. This guy opened laptop, started working. And so I took off my shirt, regular stuff. But I pass. Say, Mina, come here. What is that on your neck? Like, you have seen it. Like, I say, it's a necklace. He said, I know what it is. But why do you have it on there? What's the symbolism? I'm like, I like it. He said, you see this ring I'm wearing? What's the symbolism? I'm like, it's your wedding ring. Say, yes, exactly. This is a watch. These are the only two jewelries on my hand or on my person, right? So you wear watch to show that sometimes it kind of shows that you are responsible and you keep to appointment. You need it for a lot of things. You understand? But you need this ring because of your commitment. But what does that necklace give you? Does it make you any more manly? Does it make you any more handsome? Does it give you any money? But I was in my head. See, these questions are dumb to me. But for some reason, he was right. Which was wrong. Because I don't get it. So in my head, I'm not like, damn. My world have collapsed. Maybe rings are bad. Maybe necklaces are bad. But I stopped wearing necklaces until I left Nigeria.
Because of that,
bro. There's way this guy talks to me. I'm like, okay, man, this is actually bad for him to actually talk to me like this. Bro, the next instance, I just want to be quick. The next instance was when this girl visited me in the house, right? So so the funny thing is
regular stuff.
Funny thing is I haven't known the girl for a long time, right? But she had known my family, right? So she knew my dad, my mom, my stepmom, my sisters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw her near my mom's shop, and she knows everybody, calling everybody by name. I'm like, oh, word. Alright, so she saw I was with my little brothers. So I went to go to a barber to cut their hair, right? So from my mom's shop, I also saw her at the distance. I'm like, are you everywhere? It was like, no, I live behind here. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. So we started talking. So from there, she took my phone. She took my phone and put her number inside and got so bro, like this is a thing where I wasn't that was in Port Harcourt, right? So that's where my family stays. So I wasn't too well versed in the area. So I didn't talk much because I didn't know much people. Right. I was always in Benin. It's my sisters that go everywhere. So like I didn't talk much because I don't know much people. So she was not doing most of the talking. So she eventually so a lot of things has gone on in the background, right? So one Sunday, she decided that her church was boring. She was like, am I home? I'm like, yeah. So you didn't go to church? I said, no. So it was like, my church is not far from your house. Can I just stop by when the church time ends? So it's like most of the churches are like between hour and a half and 2 hours, right? So when the church ends, she'll go around that time.
I thought it was longer than that.
Yeah, so that her parents will not notice that she was absent from church or absent from it. So I'm like, if that is not a problem, sure, because I'm at home, right? So my little brother came to call me to come and do something in the kitchen. My stepmom needed me to go do something. So he came, I opened the door slightly so that can answer him. He pushed the door open. I saw the girl sitting on my bed. So he went upstairs. So I went upstairs to answer to the call. My stepmom went downstairs. So this is I wasn't thinking anything happened, right? So my stepmom went downstairs and came back upstairs. So I was still busy. I'm like, something's happening, right? So my stepmom was like, okay, Imina, come. So I went to the living room. I was like, let me open your nyash in front of your father.
Wow.
So she was like, so Norma, that's my brother, came upstairs and told me that I have a sister in my room. And I was like, no, your sisters are in school now. Why? Your sisters are in school. Why are you? Which one is another? She said, no. There's another sister. She's sitting on his bed. So that was why she went downstairs to go and look and query the girl. But I think the girl had her own because she knew them. Right?
Yeah.
So she had her own. So she was not like, apparently it was this person's daughter. And she now turned to me, Imina, you just came to Port Harcourt and you're already getting babes. Teach me your ways in front of my father. In front of my father was just looking. I looked at her, I'm like,
this is not the place.
I was like, you are hot too. Like, so instead of so I think she's dressed decent. Was she going to church or coming back from church? I said she came from church. That was when my father now turned to me and said, Mina, so you will not go to church, but you will stop people's daughters from going to church.
I'm dead.
This has to stop. I don't want to see anybody enter my house.
The devil himself.
Like this guy just rearranged my hair. Like I'm like, who sent this small boy to go and talk? Like when he starts talking to you, it's like when they change the scene of a movie. Once they start talking, they black out the scene. Yeah, that's how it is.
Once my dad starts, once he calls you young man, you're finished.
You're finished. Everything
he's about to give you some life proverb, bro, that will change your life.
Yo, I'll tell you this one and we'll wrap up the show for today.
Well, let me tell one and then you tell one. Then we'll wrap up. Okay. So like this one, quickly, like when I was very young, I wanted to be a pilot. Right, I've always wanted to be a pilot because when I see these guys, they're white and everything, they look prim and proper. So I'm like SS1.
They look what?
Prim and proper.
Prim
and proper.
What's prim?
Bro, that's something else.
It was fully finished, man. I just want to say, Mike looks like person that his father used to say, "Come, are you going to school or are you going to play basketball?" See how tall Mike is, man.
Yeah, it looks like all those people that will be playing game from morning till night, bro. They'll go to school and come back and play game.
And his father always be doubting, my son go to school this height, he'll go to the NBA. I gotta play basketball.
Yo, so like after I've always wanted to be a pilot, and then so SS1. My dad calls me. That's after SS1. You're taking all the courses and then you choose the one you want.
You choose the one, yeah.
So he was trying to have this career talk with his son. So he was not like, so what are you?
He said, "Oh boy,
what are you trying to like? What part are you trying to go?" I was like, oh, daddy, I want to be a pilot when I grow up. He was like, I see. Now, my dad is the kind of person that tries to form like he's a new generation father.
Yeah.
That he's not going to choose the career path you're going to go. But that's not that indirectly, he's going to make you consider what he wants you to consider and like low-key
direct you to that
change
path.
your mind in the one you want to go, but he has not pushed you in any direction.
No, he hasn't.
So it was not like, you sure you want to be a pilot? I'm like, yeah. It was not like, I think pilots are advanced drivers. I was like,
they have a different road.
I was like, what?
I don't lie. That's actually.
I was not like, well, what do you mean? What kind of G license did you? I was like, what do you mean?
G ghost.
He was like, look at it this way. So I work in Ibno. That's the terminal in Eket, right? Or I work in Ibno. But let's say I have an appointment in Lagos, a work appointment in Lagos. I'm going to take the company plane from Eket to Lagos for that meeting. It's like maybe 45 minutes flight. Yeah. Now, while I'm in the meeting in the conference room in Lagos, the pilot that flew me to Lagos is literally at my mercy, waiting for me to finish my meeting, and then he will fly me back to Eket. Yeah. Isn't that what the driver would have done? It's just that this one is doing it in the air. Bro.
Oh my. They'll just make you think.
And he was not like, I'm not telling you, I'm not changing your mind. I'm just, that's why we're having this conversation. So I pass on my experience. Bro, after he said that thing, which child wants to go and be a pilot driver? Again?
Advanced driver.
That's how he shattered my childhood dream of being a pilot. At that point, I was now having second doubts. I was like, maybe it's true. Plus, on top of that, I even have stage height fright, so I can't even like be up there. That was how I thought to myself out of being a pilot.
That's funny.
I was just like, bro, I'll never forget it, man.
That reminds me when I graduated university, I think 2016, 2017. 2017, I want to say, I had a conversation with my dad. I was like, yo, Dad, I'm done school. I don't think I can do anything in that field that I'm really in love with. I think I want to do comedy. I want go into entertainment. And my dad went to my mom because my mom called me. My mom was like, your dad said you think you're funny.
Yo, think about it. That's buzz, man.
I'm like, how did he come?
How did he?
To be honest, that's all he had. That I don't think my degrees of any use. I think I'm funny. I want to use that to make money. That's all he had.
But anyways, last story before we round it up. So back in the day, I used to feel like I was a bad guy, and that's why this thing they say about whatever you've done, your dad has, your predecessor or your parents have done it before, so they kind of know your skills, and I believe that. So back in the day, I used to be a very stubborn person, so I can't remember what I did.
Back in the day.
Now I'm a good guy. Good guy.
Back in the
day. So I ended up getting in trouble for some reason, and my dad used to seize my phone back in the day. So he'd be like, "You're grounded." No, not grounded, but just give me your phone. He'll take my phone for like a week, and I won't be able to communicate with anybody or anything. So I think I want to say I went out and I came back too late, and he's like, "Yo, since you don't like to listen, give me your phone." And by that time, I thought I had smartened up. So I gave him the phone. And me being a smart guy, I don't have that phone. I had a second phone. So when he said, "I'll bring the phone," I'll go upstairs, I'll off the phone, take out the SIM card, I'll give him the phone. So normally he needs to check. So I guess my father is a smart man. So now I have finished. I've learned the skills. So I now have a second phone, one other phone. I put my SIM inside. I was like, Galavante, you can't stop me. That's how one day a random number just called. And obviously, back in the day, I'll pick up a number thinking someone was trying to get at me or whatever. There's one babe I met that I gave her my number and I didn't save her number. So I just picked up the phone. I was like, "Hey, what's up? Who's this?" So you think you're smart?
You think you're smart?
I'm coming home right now. Go and start picking pin upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, that day he gave me the talk about life. And then my father does this thing where it's like, he's like, you have his last name, but it doesn't matter to him. He's like, you see this life? It's your life. You think you can drag my name through the mud? No. You are dragging yourself through the mud.
I will disown you.
I have lived my. When he finished, he was like, the ball is in your court.
Ball is in your court.
And that's what I was coming to on my birthday. When my first birthday in Canada, my dad called me. Because you're expecting happy birthday, I'll send you money, that kind of thing. My dad's like, you are now legal. They can arrest you. You can go to jail. I cannot help you. Happy birthday.
Think about it.
Wow.
Damn, bro. These people have different like. How do they do this?
I cannot help you.
I cannot help you.
You are now legal.
That's true, man. That's what you got to do. But yeah, man, that's mine, man. That's mine.
Nah,
yeah,
man.
But shout out to the fathers.
I just pray. Like, I love my dad, but like, man,
No, we all love our dad.
I gotta do. No, I feel like every time I talk about memories with my dad, it doesn't come off like it's any good one. Right. So, but at the end of the day, like I had to. It took me a while where I was like, you know what, I have to like build a relationship with this guy.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
back when I was in uni, bro, I only used to buzz my dad when finances were looking
Right.
a little bit scruffy.
Right.
And like I couldn't, bro. Remember now, 2 years for the first two. After I came, you know, I came to this country with only like $6 to my name.
Your
Like,
father.
Oh my god.
Your father.
We're still running with this line. We're still running with this line. Eh?
But like to this day. But anyway. So like after I came here with $6 to my name, I was trying to like, you know, make ends meet.
So just so you guys know, I came to Canada with this guy. So that $6 we were sharing it. Just put that
I love it.
Is that how you feel?
I love it,
That's how
man.
you feel?
And when we say like we came together, like we flew from
Yeah.
like Murtala Mohammed, like we
From
flew
nine.
here together. But anyway, so like I was so broke, bro, trying to make $6 work that for like 2 weeks I had nothing to eat, bro. I had to like, honestly, prodigal son. I had to like call my dad and be like, yo, man, like I thought I could hack this pee by myself, you know, just bless your boy with some, just anything light, bro. Like it was even weird. Even after that, if I want to ever have any money conversation with him, I couldn't talk over the phone because I didn't want to hear
you
him.
have to email it.
I have to send him email.
Yep.
Right. He'll ask, maybe I talk over the phone, he'll be like, oh, how you doing? I'm like, fine. Do you have money? Yes, blah, blah, blah. The moment that call ends, and I'll send him email, oh, I just checked my balance. It's a lie. I knew during the conversation that balance was not where it meant to be. But I just did not, because it will now be like, oh, every time my dad told me, like, my dad, God, the calculator this guy is using till today, he told me he bought it in his first year in university. So anytime I ask him for money for calculator, he'll be like, didn't I just buy calculator for you how many years ago? He will not come and take me to his room. That same calculator. You see this calculator? Since my first year in university, I bought it once. Your own, I can't remember how many times I bought. And that thing is mass set. You see that mass set?
Yeah, that must.
Oh my God, bro.
Mm.
It's just like so because of that, anything you want to ask for, it's just like work. It's just like work, bro. And it's funny now when they want to make their own bill, when they want to make their own demands, bro. They don't think twice.
Mm-hmm.
And they always say, "Oh, you don't have to do it." I don't, bro.
It's always something when I was in Nigeria and I was buy like a t-shirt. I'm like, yo, dad, I want to buy this t-shirt. But where are you going to? Who knows where you are? Where do you know that you are going to? Who do you know that you are going to? It was always that question. And then you know those ones where like, oh, I want to go and sleep over. Sleep over.
You even had my
Sleep
I don't have the cojones.
bro. I don't have. I can't articulate
Yeah, when you're a
that.
Lagos boy and all your friends are doing sleepover, you said you think your father is the same Lagos
Ah.
man. Where your father from the village?
From the village, yo.
Anyways, bro,
man.
at the end of the day, we love our dads. We love them.
real.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, yo.
Happy Father's Day, man.
If you're just joining us, this is Backyard Bands. We are a comedy podcast, and you can find us on YouTube, find us on any platform that you can find a podcast on. We are definitely there. If you're not, email us. We'll get it there. But for sure, check out our episodes. Email us. Tell us stories about you and your dad. We'd love to hear it and sort of put it on the next episode, if anything. But please check us out. Signing off, I go by the name Mr. Dre, and behind me,
It's your boy Naz. I forgot my intro. I'll be my outro.
You will forget it. See, let's not just go there. I know that you don't have
It's your boy Naz.
You see how your father told you? if you were consistent,
With the soup.
I would have bought you a gift. See now, Naz, let me tell you now, I will be a representation of you. Like, if you were consistent, maybe you would have had a better intro and kept it.
True.
Let's keep it moving.
Facts,
Anyways,
facts.
it's your boy Eagle. You know the vibes.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Sign it out.
I got a bad feeling about this.